Hello, thank you for joining me for my very first Talk to the Camera video. I wanted to talk about a few different topics today. Wanted to talk about the purpose of my channel and what I'm hoping to accomplish, and then some of the topics that will go along with that for future videos, and then also a little bit about me and how I got started, real recently, in fact. So, my channel, A Droning Buzz, first occurred to me when I was out flying my drone and took some pretty footage and then wanted to share that with people. And then just threw it up on YouTube with no editing at all, no music. And then slowly but surely, the need to make those videos nicer, to present them nicer, something simple as adding some royalty free music, and then editing colors. One of the videos I shot, I accidentally shot it with too high of a white balance, so it was all washed out and the colors looked a little crappy. So had to learn how to correct that color in Adobe Premiere, and it really hit home that there's all these little tiny elements that go into producing a video with YouTube intentions are things people that watch don't have any idea how much time goes into it or how much knowledge and technique is used. So I wanted to cover that and talk about it as I'm learning it because I have only been flying a drone for a month and a half or so, and I have tried doing video editing now for just a couple of weeks. So wanted to touch on those topics and create a channel that might help other people and then also might help me get some help with things I'm struggling with because I'm definitely struggling with things. So, some things that I have already learned are little things like when flying the drone, dynamic movements are very important, and abrupt course corrections are jarring to the viewer. And that sounds very simple and very obvious, but it didn't really occur to me until I watched some footage I recorded and I did a quick course correction, and then the camera just jerked real quick, and it didn't look the greatest. So, I'll talk about some of the techniques I'm learning about that. Also, the video editing portion of it. I have never used Adobe Premiere in my life. I got a subscription to it with trying to fix the color problem I had just mentioned, and just learning how to do even the most basic of things has been a lot of fun, but also a bit of a challenge. So, some of those topics would be like techniques for transition between different clips, different intros. Like I haven't really settled upon what I want a title card to look like. I've created one title card that I followed a tutorial, which was really helpful, but it still took me about an hour to get it to work correctly, which is very surprising because the tutorial was very well written, but some elements of it I just couldn't get to work correctly. So eventually I'll have some kind of neat little intro that I created myself to use in front of these videos. But as it stands right now, I don't want to have the lack to be a reason to not make a video because that's the thing I'm trying to avoid is I want to just show the learning process and everything that entails, kind of pull back the curtain, and that means not having everything be perfect the first try. Also, some other aspects that I didn't even realize were difficult things until just today was I got my hardware in today to do these types of videos where I would record at my desk. So I needed to get some better lighting because otherwise it looks like a dim cave in here, and it still does look a little bit like a dim cave. But there were so many different settings that I had to tweak to get myself to appear this well lit and not be overly washed out or too dark. So I will talk about all the different elements that I'm learning as I'm learning them. And then if anybody has any comments or questions or concerns, please feel free to post on any of the videos that are posted. I look very much forward to making more videos for people to learn with me and help me learn as well. And also, it's going to be a lot of fun for me to have a project that I get to work on that ends up with something fun that I have produced, which is a nice change of pace opposed to just listless internet cruising. So thank you for joining me, and I appreciate your time, and I look forward to having more videos for you in the future. Thanks. Bye.